Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Perfect People Podcast. This is OG.
This is Ariel, a.k.a. Ari.
This is Didi.
And this is your girl, Rhonda. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
What's up? What's up?
Oh, she mad. She still mad.
You big or little mad?
Huge.
Oh, ginormous.
Colossal.
Oh.
Are you going to tell the people why you were mad?
No, she's not going to tell that. I don't think so.
Just know that there is disrespect to the OG.
You know what?
You making it seem like
I'm like, what? Like you
Now
a
they
gangster.
want to know.
Well, I don't care what they want to know.
So you gonna make the people feel like outsiders?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be bringing them into the perfect people, not
this
excluding
time.
them more.
I just got to get myself together.
Gotta get myself together, cause I
Got somewhere to
go
Where y'all going?
to heaven.
No.
To see
Oh, yeah, that
Jesus.
is what the song said. I forgot. That's an old song. I forgot a little bit.
Yes, well, we did have a little bit of dysfunction per usual at the beginning or in in the effort to try to begin the show. But Olanda does not want, or OG does not want to that ain't the right word.
Include.
I don't care.
She don't want
Oh,
to
she don't care. Oh,
she don't want to
mad.
tell y'all.
I don't care. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
Okay, well, go ahead. So you could be the one that told them and not us. What happened?
I just want y'all to know out there that when you get a certain age,
Started there.
And don't say nothing, Didi.
okay, well, I have a couple of hair chins, chin hairs.
I was about to say hair
chins. But a
Chin
couple that
hair.
ain't what y'all
A
And you said you
couple.
wasn't saying nothing.
A couple. And we were talking about maybe letting you guys see our beautiful faces. And someone said, friend,
That is not what I said. I mean,
Someone just told them themselves.
I hope you get them. What'd you say?
Yeah,
What'd
let
you
her
say?
say it.
see, let me say, I said, make sure you get your hairs waxed before we get on it. I don't want nobody to see them. I said it just like that. You made a big deal. Nobody had to hear it.
I don't think you whispered.
Yeah.
You did not whisper.
I think you
it.
were trying to whisper, but it was
Maybe I had these headphones on and I thought I was supposed to.
Yeah, because you didn't
maybe
whisper.
because you didn't
Because
whisper
I
at
mean,
all.
okay, well, I was not trying. I was not doing it.
She wasn't being malicious. She didn't have malicious intent.
She did.
I was trying to
It
have-
might have.
what?
It might have sound. I said she didn't.
Oh,
it's
it's like you
not
said
what
you
you
did.
Oh, I meant to say she didn't, but we made it sound malicious when we bust out laughing. And
Well, it was because she
And
caught me
continue
completely.
to laugh
Well,
for
it was-
5 minutes.
I was caught off guard. Out of all the things that could have accompanied, yes, we're going to do a video of us doing the podcast next week. That wasn't, or next time. That wasn't what I thought was going to happen.
Mm-mm, me either. I thought it was gonna be a good idea. Not pluck your chin hairs. Like,
No wax with too many.
oh, she said she only has a few.
Are we
I can't
still-
see. Okay, yeah. All right.
I was
How
just
y'all
simply-
feeling? Is everybody okay?
I was in the midst of trying to drink me a little drink when it happened, and it was a lot happening. But
So I have my head towards Bishopville.
Is it really?
do you
I
need an
don't even know where
apology?
Bishopville is.
Or you
I
just
said
gonna
I
move
was
on?
sorry.
She did. I think she did apologize. So are you gonna forgive her? Like right now, so you can stop being passive aggressive.
I'm working on it. I'm living it. See, really?
Don't make it worse. Don't make it worse.
First of all, how do you think Didi can help it? It's so natural. But hopefully, OG will. By the time we start, she forgives easily because she'll forget. So-
Y'all keep it fresh, though.
I mean, right now because we're talking about it, but I'm saying like once we start getting into the podcast, you'll be fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, if not, whatever.
Oh, wow.
So are you mad at Veronda too now?
So I'm the only one in the clear.
No, Ariel, because you were laughing.
Right, real hard. But anyway, okay, so how's everybody doing? Besides, and when you say how you're doing, Olanda, try to divorce that from being a part of the how you're doing.
That was real SAT-ish.
Okay, so how's everyone doing? What's going on? How's the week been?
It's going good. It's going great.
Going good and going great.
Yes, it really is.
What's one thing that's been great about this week?
The Lord.
Ain't
He
it good?
saved my soul.
Oh.
But no, for real.
So just so deep.
I know, right?
You saying it this week?
Oh gosh, no, but for real, let's see. I don't know. I'm glad I'm in my mental right,
Ooh.
because I could have lost my little mind a little bit ago, but
Okay.
I'm just glad my mental is on point.
Loving it for the mental. Dee Dee, what about you? What's going on this week?
I just work like usual, work, go home, work.
Same cycle every day,
Yep.
pretty much. Land, are you ready, or would you like for me to go?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm Gucci.
Oh,
You know, when she says Gucci, that usually means she ain't
she's
good.
not.
Lips
trying
perched
to
up like that.
But go ahead.
Oh, but I've been doing some kind of soul searching this week, and
What you
you know how
found?
that girl it ain't good, but it's gonna be good though. It's gonna be great,
Yep. Okay.
and I just want y'all to know out there
Oh, God.
that when you ask God to do something, make sure
You ready?
You ready?
you ready for it, because He'll be like, okay.
Mm.
And I was like, I was just playing. It's like
Too late now.
too
Right.
late. Too late. Make sure you are ready.
Before you looking at that man in the mirror,
Mm.
gotta be ready for what it is it's gonna reveal. So for me, I had a really good week as well. Starting to get some new challenges at work. And that's always a good thing, because once you kind of get into a groove, you don't want to get bored
Right.
and feel like you just in a little rut and just doing the same thing every day. So I'm excited for what's going to come down the pipeline and what's going to be the end result of these challenges that I'm starting to embark upon.
It better end with a ching a ching ching.
Well, I mean, yes, okay, maybe eventually, but I'm just saying in general, everything ain't all about money. Sometimes it's about the experience. So I can appreciate both.
I want to experience
Money.
I mean, sometimes you got to have the experience before you can have the more money.
Ooh.
So
True.
you got to build your
Why
resume.
is you trying to make that? Like,
Instigator.
I'm still in the mode from earlier. That's why. I'm sorry.
First off, Ario is a natural instigator.
So I'm an instigator and a cheerer. Like
That's a part of your cheering.
I'm the
instigating.
extreme of-
Right. But yeah, so glad to hear that everyone had a productive week, good week, great week over here with Ariel, aka Ari.
It's me. You
Watch
can't do
it.
it like me,
Yeah,
boo boo.
watch it.
No man. What about hello? What about that?
trying to
Hello.
steal it. You trying to
No,
steal it.
boo boo. I was
First of all,
never.
my voice is never that deep. Okay.
And you wonder why Didi talk about your chin hairs. And yes, I'm bringing it back
bring it
up because
back.
you want to play with me. You opened the door, honey, and I ran through it.
Don't touch me.
Can't touch this.
All right. Well,
Yeah. So
she's silent.
They gray too.
Oh,
as soon as we try to move on, something else happened.
Love you, mean it.
it was OG's fault.
She always brings it on herself. She loves to play the victim, but in all
is she?
actuality,
OG.
would you like for me to say he?
I'm not no he.
Well, okay then.
Don't let the chin hairs fool you.
So that means that you're
She's fine with it now. So
No, I'm not.
no,
You embracing your chin hair?
Can we talk about something? What are we talking about?
okay.
tabling it. We tabling
Right,
that.
we'll take. We always have the table for OG every episode. When someone gets table.
Everyone.
So I Landa was talking about doing some soul searching. But I think I was reading a book and it was talking about givers and being givers and what that means. And personally as well as for the people that you are in relationship with, and not always romantic, but just general relationships. And so I brought it before the podcast host, the crew, because I wanted to know our take on it. Like, how do we, number one, see ourselves? Do we see ourselves as givers or takers? And what's the advantage and disadvantage of both sides?
Wait, that's a very good point. But can I say one thing before we get started?
Is it about what we talking about?
No. We need to talk about this before we do that.
Oh.
I want to say shout out to Quan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
First off, we so used to him not being here.
I forgot. Shout out to Quan.
He is
We
now a
love you.
guest on the show.
Right.
We
when
love
he
you, boo
comes.
boo. Life is so busy for you, but we love you anyway.
We love you through it.
Yes.
He's somewhere doing background vocals once again.
You better sing, baby. Sing,
You think he got on his
honey.
poncho today?
No, it was
Ain't
a
no
little too
telling.
warm today for that poncho.
It's probably something else extra
You
though.
would have faint.
Something else
Milk.
extra.
Okay.
Be pouring down his sweat, and when he do his face, that was what?
I don't
That's
know.
not public knowledge. I see. Now when okay, now y'all made that so much worse, and we could have just said that.
I didn't even
Kept
say
it
anything.
Moving.
I didn't say anything.
Oh my!
Everybody, I get brought
Lordy.
out. He need to too.
I mean, I
Well, let's
wasn't
bring out
even-
all of us.
I wasn't even trying to bring him out.
What
I
you
thought
think
I
about
was
that,
just
Quan? Oh, okay. You ain't got nothing
Well,
to
see,
say.
that's the thing. Like, if he was here, he would be able to stand up for himself or say, Ferranda, you went too far. But since he's not, we can go as far as we want to go.
Oh,
No.
I said as far as we want to go. That's
Well,
as
we
far
don't want to
as-
go no further.
Exactly. That's my point. That's as far as I want to go.
Okay.
I'm not going any further than that.
that's right.
Okay, so Landa had us to acknowledge our brother in arms is not here per usual.
Why you get this lead? That's in this?
And you was talking about us.
I'm just saying. Because we were going on its regularly scheduled programming. But so back to my question.
Because I thought she really had something to say. I thought she
Right.
was going to say.
That wasn't.
Yeah, no, it was something to say, but I thought you
okay.
were going to say something about the topic.
Oh, okay.
I knew she wasn't when I asked her, was this about the topic? And
Yeah, she
said
talking about,
She said no, but we need to say this before we get into it. I thought she was about to explain something,
Right.
definition or something.
give some preliminaries so we
Okay.
can understand better. All right. Well, Landa, since you interrupted
I hope
us.
you got your answer.
Right. Now it's time for you to answer the question. Right, exactly. So, as I said, was listening to this book. No, I was not listening because that is not my thing. I was reading a book. And excuse me, and the one of the characters in the book was a giver. And so I started thinking about givers and what that experience is like. And so I wanted to pose the question to you all first. Do you believe that you are a giver or a taker? And then what are the advantages and disadvantages of both sides?
Okay. It's so funny that you say that because me and Anna was talking about that
God.
the other day because she was talking about how much of a giver she is.
Why you had to put so much
And-
emphasis on giver?
She's a giver.
Okay.
And sometimes that can be frustrating. And I relate to her because I think I'm that way too. I give. But whenever I give, I don't necessarily look for something in return all the time. And then when I am given upon, is that how you say that?
I don't know because I don't know what you about to say.
It feels funny and I don't know how to take it all the time.
what?
Because I'm used to,
we talking about Anna or you?
I'm talking about me right now.
Oh,
Girl, why you even brought Anna up? Oh, just to say that you was talking to her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because she might have something else to say later.
Oh, Lord.
well, Anna is a giver and a taker.
She's a taker.
Yes, and an asker.
I was about to say, because that's what I, wait, so are we going to talk about Anna? We going to talk about OG? I'm confused.
Let's talk
I'm talking about Anna
right now.
I'm talking about Anna.
What Anna? be
Anna
talking
is a giver. Yes, she is. Anna is also a taker and an asker.
Yeah. And, oh, not even, oh, okay.
Anna is a taker and an asker. She's all three, and we ain't even put the asker on there.
Really? Orlando that way too?
Yes, y'all are very similar.
Okay, great. So,
My friend was struggling.
From like, now that we got that there, here we go.
all right.
Y'all are very similar. So
Exactly. because I mean, when you say it, that you don't know how to receive it, or I don't know, you said you don't know how to receive it sometimes. And what Ariel said about, you and Anna being very similar, and you're both givers and askers and takers. I was like, that's interesting, because you do ask for stuff.
But okay, I do. And I do believe that I am an asker. Mm-hmm. But I'm not really, and this is going to sound crazy.
I'm scared.
But I'm not really a receiver. Like, I have to ask, because if I didn't, it wouldn't.
Or you don't give people enough time.
Well, I'm bad with waiting.
Or when they trying to give you something, it ain't gonna be what you want.
Right. Now, you do have a really big problem with that. Somebody will give you something and it's not what you want, so you'll complain about what they gave you.
And that's why you ask first.
Now, Olanda, even at school, they tell you that all the time. You can't give our friend nothing because you know she gonna complain. Give her the yellow folder. Why you ain't gave me the purple one?
Can I raise my hand?
Go ahead.
Because I want us to sound like, we're professional and we not talking over each other. So I'm gonna raise my hand. You remember that time I said, Linda loves a Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, so I thought. Mm-hmm. And I got the wrong order from Burger King. And they gave me 2 Whoppers cut in half. One had cheese and one did not have cheese. Olanda loves the Whopper cut in half with cheese, extra lettuce, extra mayo. He ain't had the extra lettuce or the extra mayo. But I said, Olanda, you ate today? No, I ain't ate nothing. Oh, I got this Whopper. They gave me extra Whopper. Is it a double? Well, my God. I mean, it's a free meal you ain't ate today. Like, no thanks would have been, no, that's okay, because I'm in the line getting me. And then I'm on the phone with her and she ordering from Burger King when I just asked her, did she want? I just would have rather than no thanks.
I did say no thank
No, you said, is it a double?
Right.
Just like that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgave you a long time ago.
But I did explain that I was appreciative of that.
You did say that. Just the no thanks.
And I mean, and not to take, because you are a giver. If you have it, you will give.
Sure will.
Not taking that from you by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think that there's another side to it.
Okay, well, thank y'all for showing me, because see, like I said, I have tunnel vision sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't see it all. So it has to be brought to me.
Well, I guess I'll try to remember that question that just came to my head. But I'll write it down. So we won't get off topic. Okay, so that was Linda. She is a giver, but is also an asker.
That wasn't even an option.
It was
Always like OG.
okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I feel like I used to be a giver, but now I'm a matcher. Like, I match the energy.
You better match, girl.
Like, if you're a giver for me, I'll be a giver to you. But if you're taking from me, we're going to be taking from each other. May the best man win.
Oh my God, that girl said
So we
match.
didn't add it. Match
Right.
and asker.
That wasn't
These
even
ER
on there.
words, boy.
That wasn't even on there.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I guess it's my turn.
Go ahead.
I am a.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, no, for real. I am a asker. I mean, I asker. I ain't meant to say that.
I was going to say, are you
Let's go.
too much?
Yeah, I ain't meant to say that. I am a giver.
Yes.
I am a giver and I am a receiver, but I'm way more on the giver side. Like, I will be fine without you giving something back. Like, give you anything and don't look for anything back. But it's nice,
To get stuff.
Yeah, to
in
get, because
return.
it kind of makes you feel like you're appreciated and not taken advantage of.
Right. Yeah, because I know that oftentimes you talk to us about, the fact that you are such a giver, and when people don't necessarily operate in that same vein, that you are in relationship with, acquaintances with, whatever, because you'll give to anybody. Y'all, we already had a conversation about the child wanting to intervene with people.
That
whenever
poor lady that was getting beat up in the park.
this hypothetical
She
person.
wanted to give her help.
Yeah. She needed it.
And funny sidebar, her husband is catching up on the episodes this past week, and he was going in about that. He was not happy. But anyway,
He said he was gonna drag me out of that.
he said, "Don't worry, y'all. I got her. She will not."
He said, the conversation had something. You can't hit him with the car or something. Like, you got to go. Like, yeah, I hit him with the car. Fine.
So,
That was so funny. But yeah, you also want people, like, you kind of have this expectation, or you have to adjust your expectations sometimes, because whenever the energy isn't matched in that way, it can sometimes make you feel some type of way. Mm-hmm. So I know that's something that
It's
always
draining
been,
sometimes. Too.
Right.
That's draining to always
Yeah.
be giving to somebody.
and never getting anything in return.
Yeah, the never
Shabu.
part. Like, I don't have to because most of my giving is like because mostly it's like stuff that I make or do, or something like that, so I get a joy out of it. So I just pass it along or whatever the case is, but it's not, I don't know. I don't have to have like, you give me something back every now and again, or it's just I do it out of the love and the even if it's not something. Like when we went out to eat the mellow mushroom, I felt good helping the man clean the table. Like,
Oh God,
I don't know. I'm weird.
That whole table.
I did. They like section it up. Servers love that, don't they, Didi?
When they can come just pick that stuff
And
up.
pick it up and go. That was my way of giving him that extra time, because we had made a mess. But it doesn't have to be what is it, tangible?
Yeah.
Is that right? Ooh,
Yep.
Do it again, Ariel. Let me see.
tangible.
I too think that I'm a giver. But I also think that I am selfish. And when I say selfish,
I got something to say about you. I think you're a strategic giver.
yes, I am very,
Ooh.
very much so. Because I mean, I just want to see whatever I'm giving go to some sort of good. So, and I'm not even talking, because people might as well immediately go monetary, and I'm not just talking monetary, because I really don't give monetarily like
Well, I'm
that.
about to say who I mean. I didn't know that.
Unless it's to my kids, they about the only people that get money from me. But yeah, because I don't know. Like I told y'all before, like I want to see all my friends win. And most times if I'm upset with them, it's not even something they've done to me. It's something that they're doing to themselves. And I'm like, no, like this is the another lesson that God is trying to teach us, and we not doing right. Wait. And so yeah. Because I mean, and honestly, one of the reasons why this might be an eye opener for some of y'all. One of the reasons why I decided to move to Columbia is to be less available. Because a lot of people think that, I'm this tough person and I say no, and it is what it is, and I don't care about hurting people's feelings. But that's not the case. Like, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So I strategically, as Dee Dee said, place myself in a position where I'm not available all the time. So, I can use the excuse of, I'm not in town this week, so can't really do that. But I am a giver most times when I want to be, depending on what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
Strategic giver.
I want to think that whenever I do give someone something, that, because you said that you want to see it go to good, but when I give it, it's yours, and you can do whatever you want.
My time, you can't. Like, I mean, and that's just because that's the most precious thing, and I can't get that back.
Yeah.
So no,
Don't repay me with no time, because I don't want that.
So it's not. I mean that sounds good, and that in theory, yes. But I don't have unlimited anything. So if I'm giving it to you, I do want to see the fruits of that go to good. And if people allow me, like I give when I want to give. Like, I don't like for people to ask me all the time for stuff, because usually if I give and I give voluntarily, it'll be better than what it is that you thought it was going to be if you would have asked me. But
So how we do that?
what?
Like, what I do? Do I ask, or do you give?
It's a combination, and I'm not saying people don't ever ask.
No,
because,
I'm asking, what do I do?
Oh.
Because I want the real answer when I need it. So I need to know if I'm asking or if I'm getting.
Most
Get asking or You know, she
trying to
just
think.
giving. No, Didi said,
Oh,
So she
I get what you're saying now. Like if
Oh,
you
okay.
asking her, is it she just giving
Yeah.
Giving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't ask me for too much. I mean,
Okay.
outside of like advice or something.
So I don't got to change too much.
No, but I mean, but you can also say like if whenever you, because I'm close to Elena, and you very rarely ask me to get her, but you know, like when I get her for long stretches of time, and I don't ask for anything. Like she with me, and you know she's good. She might come back a little bit more spoiled than when she left or something like that, because I let them run around and do whatever the world they want to do. But
Oh, speaking of, you don't think you can?
see,
that's asking.
So that's asking. Oh, okay, all right.
but yeah, so it works. It works.
Okay.
I don't really ask at all.
Yeah.
I won't ask. Y'all will be like, oh, Didi, why are you living in your car? Oh yeah, y'all, I got evicted. I forgot to tell you guys.
Forgot to tell us that you living in your car.
Forgot.
Yeah, I do stuff
You
like
just chose not to tell
I'll
us.
wait to the last minute or not say nothing. Choose not to say nothing.
You've exhausted all of your other possibilities, and then
Probably still won't even ask.
Girl,
I don't know. It's
what is it, girl?
I don't know.
We got to figure that out.
It's
honey,
like
'cause you
asking
gotta-
people. I mean, then no.
Then what? You scared of the no? Or
No,
are
I
you
just don't-
ashamed?
No,
or
it's just I don't want to ask nobody for nothing because people, not all people, but you get to the point and people are like, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have had. Or I help her do that.
they want the credit.
Yeah, and it might they might not even doing it. They might not even be doing it with malicious intent, but that's my business.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that what you're saying, but
but
you gotta let that pride go. That's all that is pride. Because everybody needs somebody sometimes. Everybody.
and even go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, even the richest person in the world needs somebody. Look at what that Jaws man named Steve. Like he was like a trillionaire, but he needed what he needed.
Liver,
Livers,
kidney,
kidney,
something.
He needed someone. I mean, you just
But I also think like that might be the beauty of our relationship with one another, is because we pay attention to each other and we know each other. So we know that Didi won't say anything, but we also listen. So, if she's talking to Ariel and, she's talking about whatever it is that she's talking about, usually in that conversation, you'll be like, yeah, I got to get something done, but I don't necessarily have all of it to get it done. And then that is the option, or that is the opening to, if you continue to struggle and we seeing you struggle, it's like, okay, let's
come
go and help
together.
this girl out. Because she ain't gonna say nothing.
This fool ain't gonna say nothing. She just gonna sit there.
So let's do what we got to do. Let's rally or whatever. And I think like that's the case for all of us. Because I'm not an asker either. And I'm definitely the one that will suffer in silence too. And more so, with my emotions and things of that sort. And I'm fortunate to have people around me that pay attention. So even if I don't say the words,
You got something to say, Ariel? You
I
just
had to raise my hand.
go ahead, girl. I want to see
go-
you raising your hand.
I want to go back to the point that you said that somebody, they might say something or blah blah blah, whatever you said. I don't remember the exact words. You know what I'm talking about?
when I was somebody,
You know what I'm
they
talking
helped
about?
me.
Oh,
get
they
this.
I helped so and so do
talking about the
that,
credit
or if it
thing.
wasn't for me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had.
Yeah. So the thing that I've learned, and I've learned it, personal experiences, that it doesn't matter what they say, long as you know the truth
Right.
and you know what happened and all that good stuff, then that's all that matters. Because you can't let what they say eat you up inside. Like, oh, I'm living in my car and I can't ask nobody for a place to stay, because they might say, no, that's not how that goes. And if they do, because they might, and if they do, the truth. And if they go tell Susie, Bob, Carol, and Richard, whoever they go tell, them just names. I don't know. Who did I say again? Susie, Bob, Carol, and Richard. Okay, so them.
You don't know nobody
I
by
don't
them
know
names.
nobody. Oh, Richard. I know Richard. Grey's Anatomy. But
don't know anybody.
That girl said on Grey's Anatomy, Jesus will.
So, like, if they do go and say, you know, it's like that mindset that you have that, okay, so I know the truth.
Right.
I know what you did. I know what you didn't do. You know, they can add on. You know, somebody gonna add on some stuff. Yeah, I help her get the house and get the car and get the wheels and get the. You know, they gonna add on everything. But you know that
They help her get the wheels too.
everything
It didn't come with the
because she
car.
living in a car they flat. So I don't know.
This story is getting way more elaborate.
A whole story up.
See, that's exactly what happens. The people add on to it. You know? But as long as you know.
And not only that, it's that person's problem. Like they need to make themselves feel bigger,
Right.
or more important because they ain't got nothing going on.
Nothing.
And I'm not living in my car, by the way, guys. Just so you guys know, that's not what's going on.
She chilling on this podcast as she's living in her car.
Right. Priority.
Yeah, that's definitely not what's going on. But okay, so is the expectation then whenever you are a giver and you get into a dire strain, or maybe not even a dire strain, you just, you know, want something or need something, is the expectation for that person to reciprocate? Well, not even necessarily reciprocate. Do you expect them to match your energy, I guess, to use Dee Dee's term?
Well, we know her answer. Yes.
I mean, I think it depends on the person, though. Because some people, like, you know them and you know their situation and you wouldn't. It's like I wouldn't dare ask, I don't know.
Me for $1 million.
Well,
First off, you don't ask any of us for $1 million.
Anybody at this table.
Ain't got that.
I'm about to say, can I get some?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't ask certain people for certain things because you know their situation and that's selfish.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Like, I know Ariel is in school. I wouldn't ask Ariel to, if I had kids, I wouldn't be like, hey, Ariel, can you watch my kids tonight? Even though I know you got class. That's selfish.
Right.
Absolutely.
So yeah, don't ask me, girl, because I'm struggling with my own too.
And see, well, speaking of something like that, like, because I and Ariel and I, you know, jokingly talk about this a lot. But whenever I have kids, I do have the expectation that Ariel is going to keep my kids. And part of that expectation has come from, you know, the time that I've spent with hers. But that's not the sole reason that I'm keeping her children. But I do expect her to match my energy when the time comes.
So
But you
now
know-
I see why you keep her for a week.
But you know, Ariel will watch your kids
I will.
for months on end because she be having other people's kids for months on end.
Yep.
Yes, come on, that's fun.
Okay. So here come me.
Or is it Anna? Or you?
No, this is I was about to say my whole government name, but this is me.
Okay. OG. Just say OG. We'll take
OG.
that.
So, but this is me.
So you talk about matching energy, right? Y'all know, and I'll let you guys know out there that I have one child. I love him to death. There is nothing that I wouldn't give him and all that kind of stuff.
Why you said it like it was a script that mothers
Yeah,
are supposed
right.
to follow?
Let me take notes.
So since 2016, that's when my son graduated from high school and joined the military. I have been asking him for a Pandora bracelet for Christmas, for Mother's Day, for my birthday. And it is 2021. Do I have a Pandora bracelet? I'm holding my arm up. If y'all can see, it's empty. And
Child, I got one. Can't even wear it. I'm so fat.
Oh my. Oh,
Different conversation for a different
my.
day.
Wait a minute.
But my thing is, like, I've asked and asked and asked, and I could have brought me one several times. But that's something that I want him to get and still want him to get. But you think he like, oh, okay. He brought me a sweater one year.
But you have to know, Scotty, to know that
Right.
you probably never.
You're never going to get it.
But I
Yeah.
think that's so. But I just think
But you have
that's
to know
so
your
crazy.
like that's me expecting you to give me $1 million when I ask for it. That's not you. That's why I say you have to know people.
Well, it might not be. She don't got it. But
I mean,
she might give us some of it.
Yeah.
If
but
she had it.
you
Scotty
know,
is not gonna is only gonna spend so much on a gift.
period, and you know that.
And that's going to take a lot of thought. He got to go out and get in the store
I
and
just
get
want
the.
him to get the bracelet. I'll get the charms.
Oh, okay.
I just asked him to get the bracelet, and it's easy to get charms for me because he knows the stuff I like. They ain't up at 30. If he would have got me that bracelet in
It
2016,
would have been full.
it would have like every time he could just buy me that.
According to Ariel, you get tired of those same type gifts.
Well,
You
I
want some
mean,
variation.
From
Yeah.
him, that
Variation.
that would mean a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You know how much a Pandora bracelet is.
$99 and then don't Afterpay.
Oh, it's on Afterpay? I
Yes.
might get me one.
But now, see, that's recent. That is not
Yeah, that's
since
recent.
2016.
And Christmas just passed.
Mhm.
I said, Scotty, you know, I still want that Pandora bracelet.
What he say?
It's
girl?
on Afterpay.
What he say?
You don't have to pay it in 4 payments.
Oh, what he say?
Oh, okay.
And you
And
still
again-
didn't get it.
your arm is
My
All
arms
that.
are
Well, I'm gonna
different.
wait. I ain't gonna get mine then, cause I like Afterpay.
Get yours.
I want to wait. We
Get
can wear it
yours.
together.
No, girl.
And you'll be.
might
I
not
might
never-
not. Yeah. Let me go ahead.
Get your
she'll have some
Pandora bracelet.
grandkids.
Get your Pandora bracelet.
Let me
Because
tell
I
my
think-
man, baby, you listening, boo boo. I want me a Pandora bracelet. Don't be like Scotty.
And that's the thing, like, if even someone that I'm, you know, talking to, interested with, I always give hints of what I like and stuff. You don't ever have to say, dog, I wonder what Lando wants, because I'm gonna tell you.
First of all, you talking about people you're in a relationship with.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be like, so you should know.
We even
And-
know what your engagement ring is going to look like at this point.
Yep. So that's that matching energy thing. That's why I don't even like expect it, because I get disappointed. When you have no expectations, whenever they do the least little thing, it's exciting. And that's so dysfunctional, because you're supposed to have expectations, especially somebody that you're in a relationship or something with.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, and I don't know. And I feel like we talked about this. I don't know if that was on the relationship status podcast or if that was in one of ours. You know, about this whole expectations thing and communicating those expectations to your, not even just a significant other, to whomever it is that you have the expectations of. Because if you're holding me to that expectation and I don't know it, then, you know, how am I to blame for that? Now, not saying that you haven't communicated, because I'm quite sure you do very well with communicating, overly communicating at times. So I'm quite sure that you have communicated that expectation to him. But have you communicated in the way that you just communicated to us,
who?
Scotty?
How many times?
No, the way. She said the way.
I know that you told him that you wanted.
Like that you've been waiting since 2016.
Right.
And you it's
Yeah,
2021.
I say, Scott, every year I ask you. And then, well, the first thing I asked for the Apple Watch, and then I said that was kind of, you know, expensive, so I wouldn't do that. Because when he came back and told me that he found one for $19.99, I was like, never mind.
Apple Watch.
First off, if I was him, I'd have been mad at you if I would have gotten you Apple Watch, because you don't even wear your Apple Watch.
Because I don't like the band. If I get a band like y'all,
Girl,
got,
you could have gotten 20,000
I
bands
really
at this
could
point.
have, but I do need to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, she does have a special case for a child. I say that we're very similar, but Scotty is still very different than me. At the same
Very
time.
differenter.
He's very different than
Not
everybody.
Differenter.
So you have to know him to understand.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
because
Scott-
he's really one of those people where you just take it or leave it or whatever.
maybe he's a receiver taker.
Oh,
he
he is
definitely
definitely a taker.
Take advantage of her.
Yeah, because it's funny though, because the other night he texted me and was like, Rara, you want some pizza? And I had to look at my phone. I was like, oh, boo about to buy some pizza.
You meant to take it?
Right. This was for me.
And yeah, so he bought us a pizza chair.
Aw.
It's the little things.
Yeah,
that we
because
have to
his
celebrate.
thing is I shouldn't ask him for nothing because he ain't asked to be here.
Well, I'm just take a sip.
We can only use that for a little bit of time. Now,
Oh, no, he used it 23 years strong. Well, he probably
I mean, and the thing is, like, no, he did not ask to be here, but there were also choices in once he got here that you made for him that you didn't have to make. The type of lifestyle that he lived, he didn't have to live that lifestyle.
Because he sure would have been eating ramen noodles messing with me. Not Zaxby's and cheesecake bites and Sonic in the same
my
day.
God.
And then going to Route 260 for Blondie's.
So, yeah.
Well,
But what about y'all? Expectations. Do y'all expect people to match the energy?
No, not for me. Not. It needs to be up there. It don't need to be 0, but it don't have to be, because like I said, I give out of the kindness of my heart, literally. Like, you know, I'm not the one that go and say, yeah, I gave so and so and so, because when I give, it's genuinely giving.
Right.
So, and I guess the only way, it just can't, like I said, it just can't be a 0, especially with my people that I'm close to. Because I want you to, you know, see that I am, you know, a giving person, and so that I can reassure that you're not taking advantage. You know, it doesn't have to be in the same way that I give, the same form. If I give you a keychain, and then you give me words of advice, like you have to do something in order to help, you know, lift me up or whatever, because being a giver and the kind of giver that I am is draining. It is tiring. It can be. Because I don't want to say I feel like I have to, but it's just me.
Right.
It's just the person that I am. And, I have to, you know, I give, I don't even know how many times, like, even if it's just my clients or whatever, I'm giving something. You know, me and Vaughn had a little lunch date. So exciting.
Oh my God. Y'all so corny.
At the little wing place. And I was so sad that I could not give the man outside some money. But Vaughn was like, you want to give him your food? No, I don't want to give him my food, but I give him some dollars, you know, because I plan to eat that later. And then I would have to buy food again. God gave us a lot. But anyway, yeah, so like I wanted to, you know, I was really sad that I couldn't give him what I wanted to give him. And that's another thing about me. I want to give you what I want to give you. Yeah. Like, I don't do good with askers. OG. I do good with giving. I do good with giving you what I want, because it is coming from me and the kindness of my heart. You gonna take what I give you? Like, shoot, nah, I ain't gotta do it. Shoot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you allow people to just do what is in the kindness of their heart, usually you'll get more. Because if you ask me and then I give it to you begrudgingly, then do you really want it?
because I'm gonna make it known I don't want to give it.
Right.
Okay.
Like here, okay, I guess.
Like,
But whatever. Dang, there was something.
What was the question that you wrote down?
No, that was it. Whenever you were talking
you didn't
that.
write it?
Yeah, I typed it.
Oh,
But I just asked it.
Oh,
But there was something else that I was about to say. But I forgot what it was. Hopefully it'll come back. But boundaries. How do you set boundaries? Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
Say it, girl.
Boom. When you were talking, I started thinking about love languages. And knowing the people that you're close to, knowing their love language so that you give in that way. Because I think a lot of times we also try to give in the way that we like to receive. And you know, that's not that's not how that person is fulfilled. And so then we get stuck because maybe they don't like whatever it is that you're giving them, but maybe you giving them the wrong thing in the wrong way or something like that. Because I know, like for Ariel, her thing, spend time with her. You spend time with her, you talk to her, you give advice, you whatever. Honey is A-okay with whatever else. And so like knowing those things about the people that you know, that you're close to is super important.
It's my friend love language.
I don't want to know. Do I want to know your romantic love language?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm Povine. I think I'm about all 5.
All at the same time.
Yes, because I need time. I need acts of service. I need, what is it, affirmation? I need touch, and I need gifts. Like I'm all
Good gosh.
for real. I do,
maintenance.
and don't slip on one because I'm gonna notice. So why you ain't? What we doing? But I communicate when it's not right. So oh, Poe baby, you got a lot to do in it.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that's okay.
But yeah. So okay, so that's what the thing that left my head. But boundaries. How do you set boundaries
I don't know.
when you're a giver?
I don't know how to set boundaries, and that's why I get fussed at for not doing my obligations, because I don't know how to set boundaries. I don't know how to say no. So if 10 people ask me to do something, I'm gonna figure out how to do those 10 things plus what I gotta do.
That's me too. I'll
That's
tell
what's up.
everybody yes.
Okay. I over overbook myself all the time.
And knowing I don't have no time.
None.
I don't even have time to do stuff I'm supposed to
Right.
do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the stuff I need to do is kind of pushed back because
Everybody
Tryna-
else.
being
Yeah,
pulled
no.
this place and
I'm
that
about to say
place.
Ferranda's definitely not.
No. I got some hard boundary lines. I mean, and usually, yeah, no, that ain't
You was about to try though.
it's not me. I mean, I just told y'all I moved to a whole other city to set a boundary. So y'all should know that. Yeah, no. That's not usually my thing.
That's probably why we get so drained too.
Yeah.
And we don't get to
Very
recharge. How do
drained.
we recharge the type of givers that we are? Like how do we recharge?
I don't think I do.
You
I think I'm still
on fumes.
I keep putting myself in the freezer so my battery still works.
But I think like the recharging comes from setting the boundaries. Because whenever you set the boundaries and you have to stick to the boundaries, now it can't be no.
Well, that's the part. Sticking to it.
It can't. And you also have to realize because you've operated in that way for such a long time, whenever you try to set those boundaries, there's going to be pushback. And you got to be ready for the pushback that's going to come as a result of that.
It's not even pushback for me. It's like expectation. I mean, like it just if I don't do something, you know, I'm appreciative that I did come. I get fussed at because I'm 5 minutes late. You know what I'm saying? I'm already rearranging my schedule to do this for you, and then when I get there, you talk 5 minutes about me being 5 minutes late.
So now I'm 10 minutes late.
Right. I'm like, well, what I'm supposed to do?
What do you want from me?
I mean,
And then the next time you will say, I want you to understand that I don't have time to do this, but we can reschedule from when I'm free.
Girl. That ain't how that works.
But that's because we've done it.
You need to make it work like that. It doesn't work like that because you don't allow it to.
And we've done it for so long. Like think about like when she say that pushback, think about how many people we've catered to. And when we stop, now like, oh, she acting different. Or she ain't doing so and so. And I'm not. Shoot. No, I'm tired. That we need to say. You think we can say it like that? Probably not. Yeah, no.
And because
I was finna say,
especially
yeah.
the people that do it to me, they're so much older than me. So I have the respect thing, you know, because
but I mean, when you communicate, like, okay, so here's the deal. If I say yes to this, you have to know that this is where it is that you're falling because I have all of these things that I have to do as well. So set that up front because I'm not gonna lie. Like if I ask you to do something and you say yes, you're going to do it and you're gonna be there at a certain time in order to get it done, I will feel salty if you're not there on time. Because that's something that you agreed to do and that's the time that you agreed to do it on. But if you say to me, okay, well, Ferranda, like I got this appointment that's right or this thing that I'm doing that's right here, right before that, you know, are you gonna be okay with me being 10 minutes late, 15 minutes, whatever it is that you're gonna be? Then okay, cool. Or even if you overslept, call me and be like, oh, snap, like I overslept, I'm on my way, but you know, it's gonna be a little late. Yeah. But you know, if you agree to do something, it's not my fault that you had 20 other things ahead of me because you agreed to do it. You should have said no. That doesn't become my problem.
Or the part that you said you got all this other stuff to do.
Right. Or say that. Like, so if just know, like, you know, you might fall, so you might want to find somebody else or
Pick another time or day.
exactly. So then it becomes on them instead of on
We need to take notes.
you.
because
I mean, because think about yourself. But even think about yourself. If somebody tells you that they're going to do something, and they tell you that they're going to be there at a certain time to do it, you get upset about that if they're not. Yes, you do, Lando.
Because you'll be calling to see where they at.
Yes.
Look how she
And doing this right.
Exactly. Exactly. So don't even be looking up in the sky trying to figure out if that's what it is. Because we already also discussed that you like things done when you want it done on your time schedule. And if it ain't, then the passive aggressive OG is gonna come on out.
okay.
There we go. There it is.
And there she is.
Dare not call her she.
Oh, she's taking a deep
Didn't I
breath.
tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Did I tell y'all?
Deep breath.
Is you writing that down? That's what you need to do. Take deep breaths.
No, girl, I need to take these notes.
What you taking notes on?
All the stuff we talking about, we need to change.
You did say I need to take notes.
Yeah.
So that you know what this is.
I'm gonna work on this boundary thing. Shoot,
But I do feel like boundaries are definitely necessary for a healthy, like giving arrangement. Maybe I don't know if that's what you would call it,
Giving
but
arrangement.
for lack of better terms, I can't think of them right now. It's a necessity. You have to have that.
That's why we taking notes so we can get there. You taking notes? I'll share them with you.
Yeah. And I mean, mine aren't always healthy. Because I don't necessarily communicate. I just stop answering the phone or something. So
I
mine
don't even
is
know how
always
that
healthy.
feels.
What, did I answer the phone? Oh yeah.
I guarantee you the world will not fall apart if you
Didi
did.
and Ferranda know.
Right. I guarantee. And I can't remember what it is that I was once again watching, listening to, or reading. But didn't you say Steve Harvey?
She didn't get the name out, I don't think.
No, it wasn't this episode, but he stopped answering the phone.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And call him back 2 weeks later and be
Right.
like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, people will figure it out, and you don't have to be at the line of defense all the time. I guarantee you, if it's something real dire.
But dang, what if they need, like, okay, so what if Didi called me and she's in a little pickle? And she needs to get out of the pickle. Like, my advice might help her get out of that pickle.
And I'm not
I don't
saying,
want her to stay in the pickle jar. Like, she got to get out of there. That's why I'm here.
You're so crazy in this pickle jar. And I'm not saying not to help. Like, and once again, you know your people. There are some people that take advantage. That you have to set boundaries for, and then there are some people like you can. It's a little open because they're not gonna cross those lines or those boundaries. But whenever you're in a place, if you're empty, how are you gonna give? And then what?
I don't know.
Like, I can honestly say, if Ferranda called my phone, I'm gonna probably pick up, because we don't communicate like that. You know, we might talk in a group message. It's just we don't communicate every day. So if Ferranda called my phone, I'm
It's gonna be something.
Is it?
yeah, it's something. She wants something. It's with substance.
I can't remember the last
That
time
girl
I
said
ignored
with
somebody's phone call.
And I don't know the last time I've done it unless it says bill collector. Then I
Account
says
services.
that.
No, account services.
I ain't never had that one either.
AT&T got it now. You have, like, anybody call you, it comes up whatever their name or whoever. We got call ID something now. You ain't got
And it's
it saved in your
free.
phone.
Yeah, it come with the thing now.
So I love that. Thank you. You thought you was calling from another number and I was gonna answer. But anyway,
Somebody did that, Landa.
oh yeah, and the person ain't that.
Okay, that's another conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk
But
about that off air.
I just
You don't know what it feels like.
I don't ignore people call because I know how it makes me feel when somebody does that.
Yep.
So even if I want to, I mean, y'all, it ain't easy all the time. I sit there looking at that phone and be like, God, no.
And still pick it up.
And still
That
pick
me
it up.
too, girl.
Because I hate to be ignored. Like that is one of my pet peeves. Like,
But
don't ignore me.
You don't know that you're
If-
being ignored.
Oh,
I know.
I might have just missed the call.
I know.
But
You know
sometimes
you being
but
ignored.
my thing is, sometimes it's not. You may need to talk to me right now, but I may not be in a space
Right.
to talk to you right now, and that's not fair to me, because now you feel like, oh, you ignoring, but you feel like I'm supposed to put my sanity on the line just to hear what you have to say.
Thought your sanity got to be on the line.
Yeah.
Well, you never know, because now some days I do have it to where I just need to lay in silence, peace, and quiet. And somebody calls my phone, I might not answer. But when I see you call me again, it's like, hello. Like, hello.
But we don't know that you sitting in
If-
silence and your sanity on the line.
There are too many modes of conversation for you to ignore someone. You can say, don't want to talk right now, can't talk, something. Don't just expect. Now, it makes me feel a little bit better whenever, like, it rang out. And then but if that first
Oh,
ring,
yeah, I don't ever,
they ignore.
I don't ignore people.
No, I don't get that. But and then also, Didi, while you in the bed laying in silence, I could be the good Lord might come and drop something in my little spirit, and I might have something to help you get off of that bed or get out of that space that you're in, that negative space that you're in. I might have something positive for you.
It's not necessarily negative for me. Sometimes I need it for the decompression. Like I just need to decompress because I work with people, both my jobs, people on contact all day, every day, and I get people overload sometimes, and I just need to.
Yep. And
well,
see,
that
and I
girl.
think that's the thing that y'all don't understand, because y'all enjoy people, and I'm not saying that y'all don't get overloaded, and that sometimes that y'all don't want to turn it off, but I literally at the end of a day where I've been on calls from 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock, I have a headache. My throat is hurting. I'm in physical pain because I've been talking all day long. I can't. Like, I have no energy to give you if I'm not answering the phone for that particular purpose. So whenever I'm saying like, or whenever I'm not answering your phone call sometimes, it's not because I'm just simply ignoring you. It's literally, I cannot.
And I mean, I get what you're saying, because I have First Spirit Planning, and I love First Spirit Planning, and it does. I want to spend my time the way I want to. So if I call you, then I want to talk to you. But sometimes I don't want to talk because I want to, get my life together. And I get that, because I think that, I guess that is my recharge time. That's my little peace in the morning. And when I hear my door unlock, and I might be watching a little TV. Not on Florence School. I might be watching the education.
Go ahead. You recharging. You get yourself together. Okay.
And I do get that, because that's such a limited amount of time. But I really enjoy it.
Keep saying,
Yeah, maybe I'll get it one day.
You
I'll
don't
get it.
have that? What about like your ride after you? Oh, your kids virtual, ain't it?
No, they go to school.
Like the time when you drop them off at school, and then.
I get that when not on the phone or active or whatever.
But that's the thing. Like, we all get our energy from different places and from different things. And I just don't get my energy from people. And maybe it's because, I'm in a sector, like Dee said, like, that is very giving heavy. And while I am good at that, that is not necessarily the thing that I prefer. And so once you have taken, I gotta do me so that I can have something else to give. And most times if, even if the friend group, the Perfect People Podcast friend group or the real group does a group FaceTime, sometimes I opt not to get into it, because I know it's not gonna be draining in the sense of, y'all are draining people, but it's going to be draining because it's going to be a whole lot of voices. Everybody going to be trying to talk at the same time. We're going to talk about 50 million different things, and nobody ain't going to stay on topic. Like, it's just going to be a whole lot of things going on that's going to require brain power that I just ain't got. Like, so I just opt out.
But I do get where Landa's coming from, and she said at least send a text me. But my thing is, do you really want to hear that though? Because
rather than being ignored,
how many times have you? Well, I can't. Call me and I'll be like, I don't want to talk right now. Okay, well, shoot.
Oh, that's just Landa. That was for Landa, not me.
Oh yeah. First of all, I don't call Ariel. Don't call me and I don't say I don't want to talk right now. Or I think I have one time. Ariel be like, well, okay, just call me when you feel bad. Are you okay, boo boo?
Just like that. Like, that's what Landa was saying.
You okay, boo boo? But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just shoot me a text and I'll go call somebody else on my list. Like,
I don't think I do that to you.
Linda, you will have attitude. You be like, well, I just had a question. Dang, shoot. Or if I don't answer,
that's been recent.
Well, that shoot do sound like you though, Landa. That shoot, that do sound like you.
Not the shoot sound like her.
Where are you?
That shoot, that do sound like you though.
I don't think recently I just stopped saying it and I just ignore, not say anything.
Send me a text.
Because all it takes is that one time for me to say something like that, and you to say, I just had a question. Shoot, okay, don't worry about it. You won't have no question no more. You won't have to wait.
They're gonna be on the block list?
Because
not block. I don't. That take too much to remember to take them off.
But what I do think I do now, if I call and you don't answer, I'll just send you a text.
Yeah, or sometimes, and because I know the person you are, you've gotten to that place now where you'll send me a text, but it used to be you'll call.
Yeah.
And then I answer and be like, hello. And you be like, well, you sound like you have an attitude. When I didn't answer the first 2, 3, 4, 6 times, maybe.
Because I learned that don't work. So let me send a text to
Good
get
job.
that little
That's
quick
good.
question out.
Now that is, I
That's
can
good,
honestly say I appreciate that.
Yeah. Because and then with us, well, except Ariel, you know, we're single, and when I call you, and then I wait a little while and I call you back, that scares me. And
first of all, what does it have to be doing with anybody being single? Something can happen to me and I'm married. I mean, like what?
And I'm not technically. I'm in a.
Yeah, she in a relationship.
Let me clarify
like,
that I am in a relationship. I am not single. OG, and you know that. So
single. Okay.
You need to take that back. And then
you are in a deep, loving relationship.
Don't try to be funny.
I'm really not. I'm being honest.
You'll hear these some deep, loving relationships.
God,
friend, your curls really look good today, though, friend. They really do.
They do look good. It look good.
Look in the back. They so curly.
It looks so good, Carol. Yeah.
This is so dysfunctional, Lord. Popping. We got to get it together.
So this end,
that girl trying to close out. No, you want us to. I want you to say what y'all single people need to be checked on and not us married folk.
No, Aria, it's like if I can't get you, I don't really worry about you because
there's a second line of defense. Like if we can't get in contact with you, we can contact.
What about if he at work?
I'm Aria. I ain't meant it to be. I love
she
you.
didn't mean it, but
and worry about you as well. But I
will call me the same amount of times.
I understood.
I don't have to because you answer.
I do.
Us unmarried people get it. The married person, the one
right? The married person is distraught right now.
But I do get. I understand that. That's like telling Ferranda to be like, okay, text me when you get home, and she don't text you.
Right.
And you can be like, oh Lord, anything can happen because Ferranda's not gonna text you when she gets home. So don't expect that.
I forget.
What does that have to do with being single or married?
No, I was just using Ferranda as an example. That has nothing to do with.
But once again, like I said, there's a second line of defense. Even if Vaughn might be at work, there is still a second line of defense. So like if we really needed to get in contact with you or we really got worried about something, we could call Vaughn. And I have called Vaughn because you don't always answer your phone because you always know your phone.
And first it be lost or dead.
So I have called Vaughn whenever your phone has gone straight to voicemail. Where's Ariel?
Both of them be lost.
Exactly. and usually he don't even answer the phone. He just give you the phone because he know I'm calling for you.
Mm-hmm. I guess I see what you're talking about.
So, call the kids. Call the kids.
Oh,
and
yeah,
hope that they answer.
They something like that. There's three lines of defense for you, but not any for us.
Maybe you should have said that then. Sure.
I'm sorry. First
off, nobody knew that was gonna go the way.
Anything happened to you, Landon gonna be FaceTiming somebody.
I can hear Landon now. You said Landon, right?
Landon.
Yeah. Something's wrong with mommy. Yeah, this isn't good. Oh shoot. Hear him now.
Somebody come over here now.
You be like, Landon, is it important? Yes.
Landon
super duper important.
Right. You got to put that super duper
and put it in third person.
Yeah, Landon feels like it's super important because mommy's not responding to Landon. Landon called mommy name and mommy didn't answer.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, and I get that, and I'm not gonna do better. But
well, can you at least give us a text message?
Well, first off,
that don't take voice power.
I mean, yes. I mean, okay, potentially. We'll see.
Pinky promise.
No, I'm not. Probably once we get out this episode, I'm gonna forget. But I have done better because if Linda or even if somebody calls me and I don't answer the phone and then they text me and say, okay, I need you for real. Like this is serious.
Oh, I do that.
This is a 911 page.
Exactly. Then I answer the phone or I call back immediately. Most times because I'm like, okay.
I think I did learn that too though. I did that a couple times.
And Linda has done that to me too.
I wish you put them red receipts back on though.
First off, you don't need to know when I read messages.
I would like to.
You too, Didi.
I am.
No, I'm not doing that.
Mine on.
I don't care.
Mine too.
You can turn them off.
I don't want to. I want you to know I saw your message.
See?
Mine didn't reply because I don't like the text. So you know that I don't like the text.
Mine is. I ain't got that.
What you? But see, most times I text y'all back now. I might not answer the phone, but I do text back.
I don't do either.
Texting takes so much of my energy.
Okay, well, we just gonna agree to disagree because we are clearly all
voice messages. Ariel, that's what we working on. Voice messages.
Yeah, I'm working.
Ariel will start. I'll be sending little voice messages. She be sending them.
She keep all of them.
It's an automatic thing on your phone.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
because you not gonna see the message that says Olanda kept save the voice message. You're not gonna see that. We're the ones that see that.
Right. It's automatic.
But I only see it for Ariel.
Now I see it on everybody on the friend groups.
I only see it. Is it Ariel?
Okay, so that's a conversation that we can have off air as
Oh, we
well.
getting off topic. Y'all know how people feel about us getting off topic.
People.
And people's.
So we can officially say that we are all givers in different ways.
Askers.
No, I was talking givers,
sorry.
which was the givers in different ways, and that encompassed all of that. Which pretty much goes along with everything in life. We are all one. We have a lot in common. We just operate differently with all of those things.
All of them.
So that is what makes us interesting. But I think that's also what makes us tick and makes us great.
Right.
Yep. Any last thoughts before we
That's on topic.
right on topic with giving, being givers, being giving individuals?
Is that towards me?
No, it's towards everybody because all of us be getting off topic.
I was about to say, Leon, did you about to get
You
sensitive
always
again?
look. We off topic now, but you need to stop being so passive aggressive all the time. The world does not revolve around Olanda.
I know it revolves around OG.
It don't revolve around her either,
Right. That
or
was not
Anna,
a good comeback.
or Yolanda, or any of your other alter egos.
So
No.
with that being said,
Exactly. Who do the outro? Thank you. I don't even know.
and we thank you
Right.
for listening to the Perfect People Podcast.
Ain't Atlanta that usually do it?
No, it's you.
I say bye.
Yeah.
Oh,
You wrap it up.
thank y'all for listening.
Thank you guys. You're amazing.
But don't we usually go around and say our names?
I don't. Yes, I think we do.
You can find me here and you can find me there.
No, we do not. We do not do that.
But we do usually
Have we
say.
been doing this? What's wrong tonight?
Gosh, I think we forgot.
We don't know what to do because Quan ain't here. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I know Quan will be the one to.
Right,
Speed us
wrap us
up.
all
Oh,
up.
he the one who keep us on topic too,
Yeah.
cutting us off and stuff.
I also think that it's his fault that we don't know what to do at the end anymore because the last episode that he was actually on,
He ended it.
He did it wrong, and so it got us all off. But anyway, so now we confused. But we'll just say
Let's start over.
Right.
thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you guys.
This is your girl Ferranda.
This is Ariel, aka Ari.
This is Didi.
Oh, this Landa.
No, you not.
Oh, this OG.
that? You know
Thank
what?
you for listening.
We'll catch y'all next.
Not the hey.
Thank you for listening to the Perfect People Podcast. Catch us on the following podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon Music, and anywhere else you listen to your favorite podcast for free. If you would like to stay in touch, you can email us at perfectpeoplepodcast@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Perfect People Podcast. Make sure to subscribe, follow, and 5-star rate.